Hello, my name is Enrique Suarez. I am going to show my assignment in managing machine learning projects by Duke University. Okay, we are going to start focusing task analysis. Okay, key task and basic task analysis for operations manager. The user is the operations manager of the room hotel. The problem is a guest room with occupant has malfunctioning AC and lights, and the goal is restore comfort and functionality to the guest room as quickly and efficiently as possible. Obviously, minimizing disruption to the guests and ensuring their satisfaction. Okay, so first are the immediate actions. Okay, the guests report problems with the room, so the operations manager verify the issue, contact the guest directly, or send staff to confirm the report problems with AC and lights. Then assess urgency, determine the severity of the issue, and potential impact on guest comfort and safety. After that, ensure guest safety. No, if there are immediate safety concerns, take necessary precautions like providing alternative accommodation or contacting emergency service. After that, the next stage is the problem diagnosis. First, gather information, collect details from the guest about the issue. Then review maintenance history, check if there are any previous issues with the AC or lights in the room or with similar equipment. And finally, consult staff on duty. Discuss the issue with technicians or maintenance personnel familiar with the equipment and potential cause. The third stage is solution and implementation. Prioritize based on urgency and impact. If the issue is critical, dispatch a qualified technician immediately. For less urgent issues, schedule a repair at the earliest possible convenient time for the guest. After that, communicate with the guest, inform the guest about the identified problem, estimate repair time, and any temporary solution as possible. After that, coordinate with maintenance staff. Ensure that technician has all necessary informational tools to address the issue efficiently. The fourth step is follow-up and verification. Monitor the repair, track the progress of that technician, and ensure the issue is resolved effectively. Contact the guest once the repair is complete. Confirm with the guest that the AC and lights are functioning properly and apologize for any inconvenience caused. And after that, document the issue. Record the details of the problem, diagnosis, repair action, and guest feedback for future reference and potential trend analyze. Finally, the goal is guest is satisfied and recommend us. So, what was that? The different steps, that the operational manager take when the problem is triggered. So, if you see the problem in this way with task, is a better way to identify opportunities to improve. So, for example, in the step 1, in the immediate actions, we can automate guest communication. We can we have an intelligent symptom analyze, but based on guest description and sensor data if available. Definitely, artificial intelligence can suggest potential cause and prioritize urgencies, guiding the manager's initial assessment, for example. And obviously a smart knowledge base. Integrate a knowledge base with historical data and prepare solutions for specific equipment models, allowing the manager to quickly access relevant information. Okay, in the problem diagnosis, we can improve these stats with remote diagnostic. If sensors are installed, artificial intelligence can analyze sensor data to pinpoint the issue remotely, potentially identifying problems before guests even report them. Obviously, we can get predictive maintenance and chatbot support, for example. In the third stage, is solution and implementation. We can improve that with automated dispatch system, real-time repair tracking, and guest communication platform. And finally, in the last stage, follow-up and verification, we can improve this stage with guest satisfaction survey, automate reporting, and continuous learning. Okay, so it was the task that operational manager do, the different tasks when the operation manager do when problem with the room appear. So in this way, we can to identify different tasks and offer a solution or an improve for each stage, each task. Now we are going to analyze the user experience design. Okay, we are going to explain how the user will interact with your proposed solution. No, first in the first solution for the first task is real-time alerts and monitoring. No, receive immediate notification on your mobile app or dashboard when the AI detects potential issues with the lights, for example, or other equipment in any guest room. The alert will detail the room number, predict severity, and possible cause based on sensor data and historical trends. In the next task, diagnostic assistance, access an artificial intelligence powered diagnostic assistant with the app, provide additional details about the report issue or guest description, and the assistant will offer further analysis and troubleshooting steps. The historical maintenance records and historical maintenance records and repair solutions specifically associated with the room and equipment type. Actionables, insight, and decisions, no, is the third stage. So in this case, choose from recommend repair action based on the AI's diagnosis and prioritize tasks based on urgency and potential impact. And finally, about the guest communication and feedback, send predefined or personalized message to guests through the app, informing them about the issue, estimate repair time, and any temporary solution like room adjustments. Okay, in the proactive and maintenance and reporter, view historical data and reports generated by the AI, highlighting recurring issues and equipment performance trends. No? Okay, now we are going to analyze some important ethical issues or possible ethical issues could appear in the development of our AI product. For example, no, in user inputs, real-time sensor, no, utilize existing guest room sensor for temperature, humidity, light levels, equipment status. No, with this sensor we can get the data we need to analyze problems. No, about guest feedback, integrate feedback feature with the app or through guest communication channels to allow direct reporting of issues and satisfaction surveys. And about the maintenance history, leverage historical data on past repairs, equipment types, and performance for improved analyze. No, all these kind are the way that we can get the data that we need to train our model. Okay, about the transparency of the model, definitely we need to do a explainable AI technique. Always start with the more easy, the easier model. In the interactive simulation, we can use this to develop user-friendly interface where the manager can simulate different scenarios and understand how various factors influence predictions. And finally, knowledge base and documentation. No, we can provide clear documentation explaining the AI models, training data, the algorithms that we can that use to train our data, and obviously limitation. No, fostering trust and understanding. About the communicating uncertainty about our model, we can use confidence scores, no? Associate each prediction with a confidence score, indicate the AI's level of certainty in its diagnosis, allowing the manager to prioritize and approach issues with appropriate. Obviously, we can use alternative scenarios and human override and control. About the feedback loop, we have two possible of feedback loop, no? Implicit feedback loop and explicit feedback loop. About feedback loop implicit, we can use sensor data to real-time read this. About the guest behavior, changing guest occupancy, lighting usage, or temperature adjustments, also not explicitly report as issues, offer implicit feedback on their comfort and potential equipment strain. And about the maintenance history, past repair, equipment performance, and time to repair data implicitly feedback into the AI model, no? Helping it identify emerging issues and predict future fail based on a similar historical patterns. And about the feedback loop explicit, we can, in guest feedback, we can direct report of problems, satisfaction surveys, and comment through the app or other channels provide explicit feedback on guest experience and equipment functionality. About the operation manager feedback, the manager decision on prioritizing issues, confirming diagnosis, and validating repair solution explicit feedback into the AI model. And performance dashboard, no? User interaction with data visualization and reports on historical trends, sensor data, and model performance explicitly communicate potential issues, data limitation, and opportunities for improvement. Okay, now we are going to talk about the privacy considerations. First, in the case of the guest data collection, we need to aware about the type of data, no? Obviously, collecting detailed information about guest activities and behavior within the room raises concerns about privacy intrusion and potential misuse of data. We need to care the data security and storage, obviously, no? Security measures, robust security measures are necessary to protect sensitive guest data from unauthorized access. About the data storage and retention, clear policies should define how long data is stored and under what condition it can be accessed or deleted. We need to use anonymization techniques, no? Where possible, data should be anonymized or pseudo-anonymized to minimize the risk of identified individual guests. Okay, we need to balance in utility and privacy. And obviously, we need to be transparent in the way of we use the data, the information, and how our model work. Okay, and obviously, we need to realize on algorithmic bias and discrimination. No, we need to know how your model, your AI model, or your AI product can be fairness or discrimination, and you need to apply mitigation strategies to lower fairness and discrimination. Obviously, you need to know about the laws over the protection of the data. Okay, doesn't import or don't import where you are. Import in from what from which country do you get the information? Are you getting the information? So you need to know about the laws, federal laws, state laws, industry-specific regulation, so far and so on. Okay, now we are going to talk about ethical consideration. We are going to start with the bias. No, you know, in all the process when you develop an AI product, you can get bias. So you first you need to be awareness about that. Okay, you need to realize so that it's possible to present during the development of your AI product. So for example, in data collection, you can get bias in defining feature and labels, training and evaluation model, in the deployment stage, and obviously in the feedback loop. For example, no bias in training data, bias maybe with the sensors, data with the guest behavior, data with the algorithm design, data with the feature selection. So you need to know how to recognize when a bias is present, okay, in our different stages of our model. For example, obviously in the human decision, if your AI product has the goal to augmentation the human skills, so it's possible to get human decision or bias. It's possible to get a bias in the human decision or in the interpretation of the results. Okay. Now we are going to talk about ethical consideration, but in three aspects: no, the fair, the accountability, and transparency. In fairness, data collection and representation. No, diverse data source. We need to collect diverse data source. No, we need to collect data from a wide range of guests, representing diverse demographics, behavior patterns, and cultural backgrounds. Regular data audits, no, monitor data for potential bias and adjust data collection practice to ensure inclusivity. And fairness metrics, no, utilize metrics like parity, calibration, and counterfactual fairness to evaluate potential bias in prediction and address them proactively. Definitely, you can fairness in bias, a kind of this bias of this kind, like bias in the algorithm design and training. Okay, so about accountability, you need to know who are the ownership and define who are the responsibility. No, define clear ownership of the AI system and establish accountability for its development, deployment, and outcomes. Okay, human oversight and decision making. Maintain human oversight for critical decisions and ensure AI recommendations are carefully reviewed and evaluated before implementation. Obviously, you need to auditing and logging to know who are using the model. Okay, regular reporting and communication is key in the accountability aspects. No, transparent data practice, accessible explanation, interactive dashboard and visualization, feedback mechanism, no, like such feedback loops. Okay, so that's all. That was my assignment about the development of the AI product. We are now how to awareness about the risk in the deployment, the bias, risk on the laws, risk on the ethical decision of our model. So with this information, we come to get a better AI model to work in a good way, in a fairness, in transparency, and with accountability. Okay, thank you.